Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. Now you join me bright and early on this morning. Just taking the boat, as you can see here. I've collected some logs, I've cleared some wood out from the farm because the next stage, yes, last time obviously we built the cow barn, we got the wood planted. This time I really want to work on the chicken coop. The chicken coop is going along this edge here, so I've cleared the trees off and got this great wood which is going to the sawmill now. We still have a deadwood contract to do, which is right next to summer. We get all that done, all that together. Then we go and get all the wood from the sawmill, take that to the museum now. Looking at what we have, I really feel we need another tractor. What we need either a tractor with a front loader, telehandler or wheel loader. Now, I don't think the used vehicle section is going to be very helpful to us. Now the financing's an option. Although as you know we don't finance used machines because that kind of breaks it. And there, aren't I? Yeah, so yeah, this way. I think I'd know this map by now, wouldn't you? But yeah, the sawmill I think is probably out of wood by now. Oh, I must have stopped the lease on it, I forgot about that. I'm glad I realised that before I went and accidentally sold all these logs. Obviously the deadwood contract we've got to do is literally here. That's going to be nice and easy. That means there'll be nothing to take to the museum today. But should wait till November, so there's not a lot of farming work to do. I believe all our fields should be done, a couple minute fertilising. The main thing is I want to get the chicken barn built and we can start producing eggs. And I'd like to... Which isn't going into getting a tractor now. Obviously I don't want anything too small, but when you go in front load, I think the biggest tractor that'll take front load is an 8S. I don't know if that's too close. I might have a look at also the money. I might have a look at like a 7S or something like that. Maybe a little Fendt. Little Fendt 6700 series. See what there is, but we're here now. I'll go and lease this factory, the sawmill before I... That was the wrong road. Hang on, when's the best month to sell those wood chips? Those wood chips are still there. January. We also need to move all the parsnips. Now, I was thinking I was going to buy that Fortuna trailer that's in the sale. Because I can't be bothered doing it all tiny amounts with that little trailer. I'm an idiot. Whoops. Oh well. Where do I go to? Oh, that's one in here, isn't it? I'm going to lease it now anyway. Maybe that wood's still in there, maybe it hasn't. Nope, it isn't. I am a muppet. Right, so there's 8 trees for us to find and... Oh, wood chips. See, there's quite a lot of these here, plus there's the ones at the... There's quite a lot of it to sell when we get to... Never actually been at the sawmill, I swear this... Right, so there's 8 trees in amongst this here now. I can already see, I think, 2 of them. Yep. Usually get as low as possible that we don't waste any wood. That's it that way, so the heavier end ends up at the tractor end of the trailer. You guys know the score by now, you've seen me do this quite a few times. Oh, no, actually on the trailer will help. So yes, that's kind of what it was. I honestly forgot we cancelled the lease on the summer. But never worry. Not too low. If you go too low to the red, it will just delete the tree. Because depending on your plant, these contracts can be an advantage, but not for what we need it for. I say we have planted our own. They are going to be a while off being ready. Stuck out the tree. Hang on, I normally chop these like in half done, and that's why I'm having trouble. I honestly forgot. I'm chucking on the trailer whole, forgetting that I think cut them in like 2 bits. You get out of that sodding tree. I suppose if you cut the other trees down, which will make life so much easier to find. The birds encourage me on. These are trying to do that and also do the end one. And so 2 down, there's still 6 to find. That's classes fair enough, then that looks like one, yep. Oh. The light just jumped up a level there to me. But yeah, getting the cows has been a massive advantage. That's what I've been wanting to do for ages. So getting the cow barn. So what we can do is once we're ready, we can move the cows. But what I want to do first is get something that I can use to start producing TMR. The only thing we don't have ingredients-wise is a trailer load of mineral feed. Which if I use the little trailer at the bionicking station, it's a little pricey, but it does last ages. Number 3, I'm going to move along a little bit because I think the rest of them are going to be further in. There's one. Nice little wooded areas here, and I'm reluctant to, well, I could just buy these and clear these from my wood. I'm kind of reluctant to, because obviously, even though it's a game, I still feel a bit for deforestation. Not to mention the way I've done it down at the farm, it's going to be a lot more managed, be a lot easier to deal with. Right, so that's half of them found. The trailer. I'm feeling the rest. I feel they're not going to be in that much. I don't think they'll stretch as far as that one, looking at the range. This is where we have the high horsepower tractors. This is where we do this. I just see one in there. I see one in there, certainly. Also, wow, look at this little thing. This strikes me as somewhere a collectible could be hidden. Hey, that was a. I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that, so that's nice. Nice little bonus earnings. If we do purchase a tractor, what I will do is I'll finance the tractor, I won't finance the front loader and stuff, because I don't need loads of little ones. I'm actually thinking going for like a little fence. You guys know me, I like my fence, and it's criminal that I don't have one yet. Always possible. That's 6, so there's 2 more to be found. So, there's a bit of rain later. Let me just check some of folks. I know I'm jumping about over here. Get all our fields. No, field 3 and field 8 need planting. Can I do that today? No. In a word, all I have to do with them is wait till like April. What I might do then is stick an oilseed radish down. Just because that gives us fertilisation layer. Both of them need stone picking. I wonder if that's a good opportunity actually to get a stone picker. Something I don't think we've really done on this series yet. Spinning. Yeah, if we rent a stone picker, we can do that. Give us a little extra product to sell. You don't sell for a lot. I mean, there is production to turn them into lime. Visits are really slow. They don't produce a lot. 2 more in here somewhere. Just 2 more. I keep hearing that same bird. There's one. There's just one more in here to find. This round. Most need to go and have a look at the museum and see what it needs, because I can tailor a little bit of what we're giving to it. More tractors around here somewhere. There it is. So there is one more. I smacked the tractor with the tree. I often wonder with these crazy view. I reckon that causes a problem to the sawmill. If they were doing something which required they leave the bark on, that would be so irritating. There's going to be paint on it. Unless that paint washes off, I can't imagine so. Tree. I also enjoys a nice walk through the woods. No, I do. There you are. Me, a little ripper. And as you know, we don't get a lot of money for these contracts, but it's more that we can use the materials. There it is. Actually, it's almost on the trailer anyway. And then so, okay. This is... I've done some janky shit on this series, folks, but I think this takes the biscuit. We'll take these round, we'll complete the contract, and then I think we'll be going shopping. Two of us. So if you stone pick those 2 fields and maybe plant radish on them. It at least counts as fertilisation layer. It means we're not leaving bare fields all winter. And so I'll probably put oats on them, then we can oats on them next year, then we can use that for the flour mill. So yeah. Before we do anything else, that's all that. Let's just quickly teleport over. Planks, but they've got enough of everything they need right there. So 5,000 litres of each, they've got 40,000 litres of planks. I might just set it to do long planks, because that's what it has the least of. I wonder if it's just worth doing prefab walls to sell. What do they sell for? Like 14, 15k now. They don't take a huge amount of wood. 412 for 100, that's 416 for... You know what, I'm going to just do that just because we can sell them if nothing else. No, actually, leave it for now. Do planks. Do long planks. Now what I might just do is load all these wood chips onto here and then send him over to the farm. Is that way I've got something to... Get some out of the way. Now you can just set the wood chips to selling, which would be so useful. The only much money would save so much hassle. But now Giants decide that it's an out. I suppose at least the palleting, remember FS22, you just dumped them out the side of the sawmill into a pile. You had to like scoop them up. I know with Hutan though, you got an issue where you can't actually sell them in the pallets. I discovered that. I know I've seen another series, I discovered it with our multiplayer series. Now, this map doesn't appear to have that, which makes me think that wasn't a design choice, that's literally a bug. And they've just never got around to fixing it, or certainly not as of time of recording, which is slightly irritating, but there we go. Once I've done this, I will just auto drive this guy to the back to the farm for us. So we're going to go finance a new tractor and probably rent a stone picker. That gives us a job for the rest of the day. Doing a nice early start this morning, so we should be able to get quite a lot. What time's that rain coming in? 2 PM. That's not bad, we should be able to get a good amount done before that becomes a problem. But just watch now, I'm calling the second I actually finance a tractor, something will pop up on the used vehicle section that would have been perfect for what we want. I have a good idea what I'm after, I'll see if there's anything I haven't thought of. I don't want to go John Deere, I'll say now, I don't know if you know, I'm not the biggest John Deere fan. For a number of reasons, just the right to repair stuff's a big part of it, but quite a few reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of those. I know that's going to give me some hate. There we are, that's all that loaded up nicely. So ideally I do want about 200 horsepower as well. Okay. Main shed 1, yeah, perfect. So off he goes, I'll jump out. Go to the store. I'm tempted by that, just because I can see how much money we've got left after I've spent. If we're going for, I might buy that. Because that, with the extension on, is going to be perfect for moving all those parsnips up to the canning factory. There's a canning factory right now. The canning factory right now is working its way through, but getting through them fast. Anyway, focus. Medium tractors. You can't put a front loader on those. There's something I've not messed around a lot with. Interesting to have. I think the case, because judging by the real light, it certainly looks like a case. What was that? Front loader. I'd be tempted to feel take it, yeah, put narrows on it just so I can use it for like fertilizer and stuff. License plate back only. I do like that idea on the American map, so at least I know what. 2 years at 12,000 a month. That doesn't seem terrible to me. We seem to be doing all right on money now, and as long as I know I need to keep above that caliber, I've got below that amount. Let's go for it. Then what I'm also going to need is, you know, what's the biggest? What's the biggest one? Let's set this up. Then looks right. That there. I'm going to for now go with a pallet fork, because it's the most generally useful. And there it is. And stone pickers. Now I have a modded one, as you can see there, with a bit more width and all that. Place that. You know what? We have got the money, so let's have that as well. I'm actually going to buy this though, because the big trailer's not going to hurt us. I'll pick that up from the store later. Oh, I just noticed that the used vehicles again. That must have just been added. That would be nice. Engine's not Black Anthem, it's white. How that would look with. I mean, it's tempting. That's a lot of our money gone. But printing big trailers, big logging trailers and stuff would be really nice. You know what? It's not right now. It's going to be in the sale for a little while. Say hello to our brand spanking new tractor, ladies and gentlemen. Not often I get to say that in these series. I'm usually a bit tight when it comes to spending money on brand new. So like I say, I'm going to do a bit of stone picking to begin with. If the stone picker fills, I'll probably just... I'll dump them into our little trailer for now. We'll just go and sell. So yes, this is going to have the advantage, like I say, it's going to be able to run. Obviously move belts up. Also, 300 horsepower means it is powerful enough to do pretty much everything. It's right up there with our other two, which is nice. How's our AI getting on? So I thought it would be about there by now. We've still got stuck on something in the yard. Right. We could do it at some point. Can we actually buy that piece of land? Because I wouldn't mind going in and clearing those trees that got hit by the tornado. Actually allowed to. No, I can't, so there's nothing I can do with that land, sadly. The game will let me chop trees down there, I can just delete them, so... to clear them out of the way. Anyway, I'll quick check what that AI has been up to, and then once he's done that... I wonder if it's worth setting one of my other AI just to move the parsnips for us. Yes, that's ready. Ah, yeah, you're stuck behind him, okay. You know what, I don't think we're going to need it again. So I might just load the rest of the wood chips onto this trailer for now. We shouldn't need this trailer again for a little while unless we decide to do more. We've got these other ones here as well. Let's just go and sell them. That is another option. We just decided we're not going to get the absolute best money, but get rid of them. We don't have long to wait though, do we? In January, it's now November. Our prices, yeah, we'd lose like 10 grand. Plus there'll be more spawning now because we're back producing wood again. So yeah, we'll keep these. Keep these on this trailer for now. Gonna take me a few minutes. Taking me on with the stone picking. Okay. Has the trailer slide been a thing? I remember that from FS22, and I think was it very early FS25? I thought that had been fixed. Where the trailers will kind of slide a little bit sometimes. And we'll put these ones in the middle. We don't need another full. Excuse me there folks, just me might to sneeze. And once we've done this, we can possibly, once we've done the stone picking, we can possibly look at producing TMR. Be nice. One more to throw up. It's gonna be not quite exactly. It's gonna be exactly like 1.5 lines. Do my OCD the world of good. Here we go, that's nearly done. Wrong side of the fence. We're gonna be like one short, aren't we? Okay. Right, folks, I'll get on with the stone picking now. I'll just look and just sit here and wait. If I need to move bales, I can do that with the actual bale trailer. So what is that? That's 26,000 litres, not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway, I shall get on with this. I shall catch you all very soon. Enjoy. Unfortunately, we're getting on. It feels a lot better for planting once we've done this. I also noticed when we were doing that, the flour mills were finished. Zeros across the board. So if I go to here, that gives us our total for the year on flour, which is 37,000 sellable litres. That's January, that's 93 grams worth. That's not bad. That's got me thinking as well. Maybe we should buy that Macan. Just because that's a lot of pallets to try and move with the little trailer on the back of a tractor. We buy the Mac, we rent either a big flatbed or a curtain sider, if we do it properly. And we end up with a lot more. A lot easier to do. Yeah. Plus, like I say, it'll do for logging trailers, it'll do for all sorts. That. Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm seriously tempted. I didn't honestly expect to be buying an Arctic this episode, but as I've said, the game occasionally throws opportunities at you. So this with this field done now, obviously there's another field to do. Let's stay on track. I'm going to get oilseed radish planted on this field, so like I say, that'll just add a layer of fertiliser, keep things going until... Where's the flowers messed up? Well, it's going to be Goldcrest. Hopefully it won't be at the time. Goldcrest means mess around with the train. That's this one done, it's not even half full, so I'm confident he'll be able to do the other field without needing emptying, which is good. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to take this guy down to the other field, and then I'm going to bring the plant up here and get the plant, probably get the AI doing the planting up here, putting oilseed on this field. Because obviously November usually there's not a lot goes on the farm, it's just a case of... Also the other thing with the Arctic is we're looking to move the animals and that. My plan is still keep babies in this pen here. Oh, by the way, folks, yeah, that's the area I've cleared for the chicken barn, so I can show you that now quickly. The chicken barn I'm going to use, I believe that one. That way's for the doors. As you can see there, that will fit so nicely just there, it's alongside the cows. That area's been cleared out. Right, so let's just put this over here. Didn't buy that bigger planter in the end, did I? I just rented it, I think. So our planter sadly is still on the little... Maybe I'm being silly when I'm thinking of buying a tractor. Maybe there's other things we should be prioritising. How many seeds are in this? All seed doesn't take a lot, but it still needs... I say it's something I don't normally do. It's something a bit different and just... Like I say, you get a free layer of fertilisation out of it. Let's just top this off. And there's definitely some seeds in there. I like how we've got the John Deere coloured weight on the front of this Massey. I was seriously considering like the 7.8S, but I kind of didn't want two Masseys. Plus I suppose we've got the Massey harvester as well. And why am I doing that? I have a vastly superior system in place. Field settings, everything's set right. Yep. Obviously this field will also need rolling, which... Did we buy that roller or is it still rented? I honestly can't remember. That's rented. No, it's rented, but it's costing us so little a day, I'm not that worried about it. While he's doing that, obviously I'm going to get this field done. And then once we've done that, either this or maybe next episode now, we'll... it's picked up automatically, that's good. So yeah, we'll get those parsnips moved up to the canning factory because they need to be... I don't know if I get more processed in time, because they need to be processed by March. That gives us a decent... We've already got 20 grand's worth, and that's not a lot of the parsnips. So it seriously got me thinking that maybe that's something we need to put into our rotation if we want to make big money. Yeah, we've got to rent some pretty pricey gear, but... in the grand scheme, I don't think it's that bad. Make sure he's setting off. That's still. Can it not? Okay, it can't. I am putting on seed radish on these fields. Can I plant grass? I'm really not having a good day for this, am I, folks? Plans are not going the way I want them to. At least the fields are sort of looking nice, ready for when we need them. I'll put this guy in here. No, still there, and then we'll get on with this. So, first put you straight back into another time lapse, folks, but I'll try and get this field done as quickly as I can. You enjoy. was just double checking. I'd forgotten we do still have a couple of months lease left on the masses. That means I need like 22 grand a month to click later so we don't accidentally miss a payment. Now I was just checking when the best price to sell. I was completely forgetting that obviously our cement factory is probably a good shout. Well, there's a fair bit of stuff there, you know, because we started neglecting that this time. I drop this off, that's this done, and then we can pretty much probably call the episode. We're looking here. In fact, we've got plenty of stuff. The canning factory, we're going to deal with that next time. You finished, which is great, but I'm not still because I'll lose that 5,000 that's in there. Sawmill's working away. You're not working yet because I've not set you off. Right, so let's return that. That's done. And there's a couple of things here. I'm hoping as well, certainly next episode, that the television will move on again and we'll be able to see what it needs next time. I think that pretty much does us for what we need to do today. Like I said, I can't plant sadly as much as I wanted to, which is annoying, but there you go. Then do I buy that Mac? And I'm really good at I'll buy that Mac with some bigger. What I suppose we can do is make a start on what we'll mainly be doing next time. Now I'm going to park you up for now because I'm going to use you for this. I'm going to use the big. I say big. This is my biggest tractor, but it's actually also my least powerful one, I think. I'm assuming that the 9S.285 means that you'd expect it's 285 horse. Come on, the wrong way there. Oops. Council must friggin' hate me. Yeah, it's like my least powerful. I might have to at some point see what it would cost to like up this thing's horses a little bit. But like it's my only one with wide tyres on, so it definitely looks the part of the most beefy tractor. Yeah, basically the plan is going to be to move, because we've currently got saving content. Always important, folks. Do your saves. 148,000 litres there. Now this trailer will hold about 40,000 litres a time, so there's a few trips. I think if we bought that Mac, we could have. I know I've got a Vardic trailer more like 60,000. Here we go. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking that some kind of root vegetables need to become part of our rotation. It appears the ability to make money on these is quite high. So canning factory, I'd say the easy way is the boat and then a little bit of. They're looking for me, but they've installed it here for us. Let's go to this one, don't I? Yeah, we'll see what this will hold. We were just going to sell it on, but if I can make more money with the canning factory, which you say it's already looking impressive, like. Up from 12,000 litres, and we have a lot more to go in there yet. $39,000 litres, that's not too bad. Then also these trailers can be handy for a lot of things. Oh, I suppose dump out the train into the silo. Look out, why is it going to allow me to dump them there? Because usually the boat's on the wrong side. Is that rules? Once there's like a weight limit to it, I'm probably above it. $25 tons. Ooh. Do you reckon, folks? I think I'd be over that. I think I'd be way over that. I think I'd be sinking this boat. If I'm honest, but That's what you call stopping on the marks. While he comes across. Tiny up here. So those two fields now, it's annoying that I can't plant oil seed in them, but hey ho, not the biggest problem. I forgot about that. Hopefully you created a bit of a bug with that trailer that if you have a lot of weight on it and disconnect it, front end falls through the floor. And so we'll do this one tonight just to show you guys, and then we'll start next episode by moving the rest of the stuff. Weight limit 22 tons. I'm definitely gonna be over that because the max is like 14. Yeah, if I look in here, there's the Massey Ferguson is 13.7, 14 tons. The trailer, that's got to be loaded. That's got to be what it weighs right now. That means I'm at 37 tons right now. I think I'd be sinking this boat. Oopsie. I seriously think we'd be causing an issue. Well, luckily the game doesn't simulate us, you know, Titanicing. I wonder if that does show where the loaded way. It'd be interesting to see once I unload it if that goes down. This trailer is not going to be 24 tons empty. I need to go up where that he's come down from, do I? No, actually I think the one to my left here would be the better one. I don't know if AI use this lane or not. I'm going to use the middle. That answers that question. Comedic timing of this game at times is just ridiculous. So the canning factory is the blue one at the top there, I know that. Come on girl, you can do it. So is the flower next month or is it January? I keep forgetting. January. Is there anything in December? The canola. No, I don't have an oil mill, so I will just be selling that. Not a lot of it, sadly, but that will just be getting sold next month. But this thing rattles around like it's empty. Hi, Ben's there, just obviously don't go out past the farmhouse because you can't make it under the bridge. Blue Dwarf? Oh, there was such a mistletoe there for that to be a Red Dwarf reference. Genuinely upset they didn't. So there we are folks, as I sell this I'm going to end this episode here. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the rest of the channel, there's a lot of great stuff on here at the moment, a lot of hard work going in and it's really showing in the quality I feel. So leave a like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, we shall see you. Goodbye.